are starting the pre-match press conference of Nigerians. And on my right side, I have the pleasure to welcome the head coach and also a player. So if you can please come on the seat just right next to your coach. Do we have any photographers in the room?
Anyone?
No photographers?
We need the pictures. So if it's your phone.
Okay, so here we go. One question for you, coach. How did you prepare your team for this World Cup?
Yeah, I think it's a good question, and that is technical question, and that should go to the technical man. This is a press briefing, and it's purely technical. How I prepare the team, how we prepare the team for the competition. So.
Okay. All right. How do you feel to the player? How do you feel on match day -1? So tomorrow you will play for the first time in the FIFA Women's World Cup, and how do you feel?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm kind of anxious, just waiting for tomorrow.
Okay. Do you have any questions? Microphone, please, here in the front.
Hello, my name is Christopher. No, I'll talk loud. My name is Christopher. I'm from the Swedish newspaper Aftonbladet. Can you first of all just tell me a little bit about the Swedish team, what you know about them?
I know nothing about the Swedish.
Nothing?
Yes.
You don't know anything?
I don't know anything about the Swedish team.
I don't believe you.
You just have to believe me. Do I stay in Sweden?
Okay. So I've let you. Tell me about it.
About what?
About the Swedish team. What's the strengths and weaknesses?
That I don't know anything about the team also.
Are you honest?
Yeah, I'm very honest.
But it's a game tomorrow. You have to know about your opponents.
Yeah, I don't know anything about them.
Do you have any question? Any other question? Next one, please. Wait.
Alex Capps at BBC. Question for both of you. How difficult do you think it's going to be to get out of this group? And how tough do you think the group is?
Every group is as tough as each other. No group is soft. And you just have to work hard to see how you come out of the group. So don't underrate any group. No pushovers. As long as you qualify to this level, you are not a pushover. So no group is small, no country is small at this level.
And to you?
Yeah, for me, I think Sweden has been successful in the past, and that has got nothing to do with the present. With due respect to them for all that they have achieved, I think football is supposed to be played on the field, and that's, I think, we'll do tomorrow.
Any other questions? Here, on the second row, please.
Coach Kevin, the commentator for the World Feed. Just to take me back to your first answer, is that the approach you take to all your opponents? You worry more about yourself than the opposition?
Yes, I think I am very sincere and very straight to the point. So all I know is that whichever team that qualifies to this level, it's a pushover. And you that is coming to face them, we just have to prepare well so as to face them. You don't even need to know them. They can as well, I can as well know you today, and tomorrow you filed me. So I don't need to know you. I don't even need to read about you. It is a pitch that will speak.
And do you play the same way, whatever the opposition? Because you say you don't know too much about them. Is your style the same whoever you play?
Yeah, when you start the game, I will now know which style you are using. We'll now know how to follow you up at that level.
Next question.
We saw upon your arrival this week all the support that you might be getting from people in Winnipeg, large African community, large Nigerian community. Are you expecting to sort of be the home side during your match?
Yes, already I'm at home. Canada is my home. I am at home. So without fear of favor, get into the pitch and know that we are at home. You see the support from the Winnipeg airport. That shows that we are at home. I think we are fully relaxed without any problem.
Do you feel the same way, Evelyn?
Yeah, sure, of course. That is a typical Nigerian style. Nigerians are all over the world, so we already feel at home here.
Last row, please.
What games have you recently played in preparation for the World Cup, and what were the scores of those games?
I think the one we played most is the locally one that we feel is very, very important to us because the league in Nigeria is very, very strong. The league back home is very strong. Though we played against the host team here in Toronto, United goalless draw, and we played against Woodbridge FC in favor of us 9-0. That will not as well give us the no. We just have to relax and remember that we are at home. We want to start the battle tomorrow. So we don't need to know whatever anybody plays.
In the front, please.
My name is Linus, Swedish newspaper Expressen. There have been some terrible news from Nigeria last week. Among hundreds of people have died in bombings and suicidal attacks in different cities caused by the Boko Haram. Have you talked about these issues in your team, and does it affect you ahead of the World Cup?
That has nothing to do with the team here. We are on a mission. And why is Swedish asking of the bombing in Nigeria?
Just wondering if you talked about
That has
these
nothing to
issues.
do with the team. We are here to make sure we accomplish why we are here. It has nothing to do with the Swedish.
Other questions? Please.
What's the biggest difference from this team from 4 years ago to today that's going to get you out of the group? Because you're seeing similar teams.
Yeah, good one. The difference, one, is the discipline that is in the team as of today. Two, the combination of the players, the younger ones and the older ones. That makes a very big difference in the team. And the commitment, the prayers. That's a very big difference in Nigerian team today.
Here, please.
Evelyn, are you a central midfielder now or a right defender? The Swedish team wants to know that.
I can play from anywhere. Wherever the coach wants me to play from, I play from there.
Yeah, but it's relevant still. What do you prefer to play?
It doesn't make. I'm a midfielder. I can play from anywhere.
Another questions?
Swedish.
There.
Coach Jeff Kassouf with NBC from the U.S. Asitat, how important is she to your team, and the experience that she got last year as well in this country?
Every player in Super Falcons is as important as anyone or each other I can think of. So how important she is to the team is equally how important is every player in the team. She is important because she's a player. She's an added advantage to the team. And we expect to see more of Asisat in this tournament. We expect to produce more of it here in this tournament. So every player has the same and equal rights. There's no preference to a particular player. That's what we work as a team. I said unity, prayer, and strength. That is the strength of the team.
Do you think the experience she got last year, though, will come through here in this tournament?
Yes, it will even come more than that. I have said that I want to produce more of Osholas here. Nigerians want to produce more of Osholas in this tournament.
Any other questions? No? Okay, thank you. Sorry about that. Do we have any other questions?
Feel
Yes.
free, we are here for you.
Kim Leduc here with TSN 1290 here in Winnipeg. Do you guys are ranked 33rd, and there is some talk that a lot of people feel like you will not get out of this group. How do you take that and almost use that as a bit more of a motivation to play?
Yeah, I don't really know what you mean by rating. I don't care what you rate Nigeria, whether you rate Nigeria 1 million, 3 million, we don't care. It is a pitch that will speak what they can do in there. We don't know the criteria at which you use for your rating, but for us, we want to get into the pitch. It is a glass of sofa when it's 12 and fight.
Yes, thank you.
Evelyn, Paul Friesen from the Winnipeg Sun. Evelyn, other teams say your team has a reputation of being very physical. Where does that come from?
Yeah, we're Africans. That's the mentality about all African teams. That African teams are very physical. Though we are physical, that's our style.
Why?
It's our style.
Here in the front, first row, please.
My friend is laughing at me. That's my friend.
Could you talk a little bit about the support and expectations you have from back home?
What?
The support from your people?
Ah, so great. You see it in Winnipeg, that the one from home transferred to the one that is here. So the support is great, marvelous.
And the expectations on you to perform here in...
Yeah, they know that Nigeria can do it. Nigerians can do it, and we know we'll do it.
Next one.
Why do you think that you have struggled at the World Cup in the previous 6 tournaments that you've been involved in, and what have you done to improve on that this time?
Yes, that's a good question. I think we've been since the inception of the female 91 up to today, and I think we'll see this time as a different one because the unity in the team. I think this is the time for Nigeria to tell the whole world that that's unity and that discipline that we're lacking in other years is in the team now. So that is what we're lacking as at yesterday, but not today again.
Any other questions? Please.
In Canada, women's soccer is very popular. The women's side are higher ranked. What's the state of women's soccer in Nigeria? Is it growing in popularity?
I think at that level, Nigeria is, we had about 40-something teams, female teams in Nigeria. I don't think Canada has up to that. We had over 50-something in Nigeria, Premier League and the National League. That makes it a very good and a very thick one for the country. So.
Do you feel like women's soccer is growing in your home country? Do you feel like you're a role model?
Yeah, sure. Women's soccer has grown a lot. And with the current award that Azizat has won, that has really inspired so many women to play football in Nigeria.
Any other questions? Here, please.
Evelyn, this is for you. As a leader on this team, how do you talk about this being a World Cup and a lot of your team, they don't have a lot of caps. How do you kind of talk about your experience?
Yeah, I think this is just my first World Cup, and I believe something starts in a day, and we have to start from somewhere. As a team, I think we all know why we're here. The players they're passionate players and they are focused. So I think we all know why we came to Canada.
questions? No more questions. So, thank you very much, everybody. And now we can let the photographers come and we'll have picture.
Yes.
You want a picture?
Yes. Because we're Nigerian.
Like a souvenir.
Yeah.
So please, the photographers, can you,
It's about coming late.
photographers, do we have any, yes, we,
Why is this coming now?
the photographers, it's the right time to take pictures, so you can come.